Nifty IT Index is rallying. It's on the news. Everyone is talking about Infi results, TCS results, HCL Tech results, Wipro results, and some results are good, some are not so bad. And now everyone is telling you that this is why Nifty IT Index is rallying. But on this channel, in the week of 13th of November, we posted a YouTube short and we alerted you to the possibility that Nifty IT Index might have bottomed out, the FII selling might have capitulated. We use the CNX IT in USD terms to determine that FII selling in this index might have capitulated. So, would it not have been great if you were positioned before these results were out, and when the results surprised everyone, you would have made money without a lot of worry because you would have been positioned at the right price at the right time thanks to simple technical analysis. This is the chart of IT index. This is the price action today. Today also the IT index gapped up. On Friday also the IT index gapped up because of results of IT companies. And you would have entered this market somewhere around here. You would already be in decent profit by the time the results came in. So for example, here the market is around 32,273, and before the results you would already be in profit of 7 to 8% on the index. So if you would have invested in an ETF, a simple IT ETF or IT sectoral fund, you would already be up even before these results came out, which surprised everyone. But we on this channel, through technical analysis, knew that something of this sort was possible. So, what now? What should you do now if, say, you were able to enter at the right time and now you're sitting in a decent profit? What can you do now? And we will use again technical analysis to decide what would be the right move today. Whenever a market traces out this kind of a bottom where it is in a consolidation, it is in a range for a period of time, and then when it breaks out, generally you will see that the rally lasts for some time. Also, often you will find that the previous all-time high is subsequently taken out. Here the all-time high is around 39,400, and I won't be surprised now in some time in the coming few weeks this is taken out. And in fact, unless there is some big shock, I'll be really surprised to see the IT index fall back to these levels of around 30,000, 31,000. Now the question is, what if you have not entered into any trade in the IT index or in any of the IT companies? What should you do now? In that case, I would be looking at today's price action. Let's look at the today's price action. So this is the today's price action. Today, the market opened up because of results of Wipro and HCL Tech. And now, after it explored higher levels, it came down. Now, this gap which has been created here, it's possible that this is a measuring gap. You look at the gap here, there has been no trading that has happened. If this is a measuring gap, now what is a measuring gap? I have videos on that. I will add a link to my description so you can check it out. When a measuring gap happens, there is a high chance that the stock or the index or any security, it continues in the direction preceding the creation of that gap. So if we have a move like this and now we have a gap, and if this turns out to be a measuring gap, which will be proven if the prices don't come back and touch the high of 36581 here. If the prices don't come back to this level, then we can be sure that this is a measuring gap. And if this gap is not closed, you can expect the market to rally by as much amount as it rallied before the creation of this gap. So before the creation of this gap, the market rallied by these many points. So we started from around 30,000 and say we went to 36,581. That is around 20-22%. So if say in the coming weeks we don't close this gap, okay, then we can expect a rally of around 20% from these levels here. That is one thing. So if you have not entered, then if you want to say make a short-term investment into IT ETF, then what I will probably do is I will enter around these levels, and maybe if I don't have the risk appetite to hold it for long, I will just keep a simple stop that if Nifty IT Index touches the 36580 level, I will get out. So my loss would not be more than a couple of percentage points, and there is a good chance I may catch a decent move towards the upside. In case you were able to get into the market much before, then what I will do, I will ignore even if this gap gets closed, so that measuring gap will be invalidated, right? If that happens, I would not be too bothered, because the long term picture might have turned as we have essentially explored the downside range, and now we are trying to break the all time highs. So I will hold on to my positions if I had entered at the right point, that is when I sounded an alert around 13th of November. If not, if I'm a new guy, I can keep a stop loss here. If I have very low risk appetite, I can take a stop loss of even 1 or 2%, right? 2% say my stop loss, and I will hope that the index moves up to new all time highs. If I have entered at the right time, if I had entered here around here, then I can probably keep a stop loss at my entry price and hope that the market continues to rally. So the key here is to have the right risk management in place and to position yourself correctly before these kind of surprise moves happen. Now, certainly, there is a lot of uncertainty all around the world because of what is happening in Middle East, because of inflation, because of Fed actions in US. The US Fed may hike rates, it may cut rates. So there is a lot of confusion, lot of uncertainty because of this. It is this uncertainty is today. This uncertainty was there when we posted this video in November as well. When we posted another video on the same index in July, this uncertainty was still there, right? So the uncertainty will always be there. You cannot escape that. But you can try to position yourself with the right risk management and try to anticipate what might happen to the price of this index or a stock. So I've told you how you should strategize going forward. I hope you like it. I definitely would expect Nifty IT Index to hit new highs. It will be really surprising if it reverses from here and comes back to this level. That said, this is financial markets and anything is possible in financial markets. So I'll keep an open mind here. But I expect the Nifty IT Index to continue to rally for some time and maybe even create new highs. And maybe by the time things get much clearer with respect to the outlook for the IT sector, markets may be much higher from here. So with that in mind, I'm concluding my video. I hope you liked it. And if you did, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for logging in.